Happy Sunday night. Welcome to another edition of Real Sports Live. I'm Wesley Ruff. This is Dana Green. And while the sadness of the Utah Jazz season ending is dissipating just a little bit, we still have plenty to talk about in the world of local sports.
Yeah, including a little breaking news from said Utah Jazz. Dennis Lindsey is stepping down as the Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations and moving into an advisory role to owner Ryan Smith. Justin Zanuck, who was hired as the team's general manager in 2019, will continue to run the day-to-day operations of the team. Lindsey served as the team's GM from 2012 to 2019. He spent 25 years total in the NBA, also working with the Spurs and the Rockets. He was responsible for drafting Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, adding Mike Conley and Jordan Clarkson, and hiring head coach Quinn Snyder. So yeah, he's done a lot. Lindsey's not leaving the Jazz, just becoming an advisor. Zanuck will continue as the team's GM. Wes, what do you think this means for the team immediately?
Boy, I'm not sure. This happened so suddenly tonight and very unexpected. We just ran a soundbite from him yesterday talking about the defense of the Jazz and how they needed to improve, and he was going to work on either finding new people to do new personnel or regrouping the system. So it's stunning that he's stepping down. Caught me by surprise. I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. Although he's still with the Jazz, he's not going to have the same position that he's had in the past couple of years.
And he deserves a lot of the credit,
so much credit
of what the Jazz did this year. Because a lot of people talking about Quinn Snyder, Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, they were all obviously huge parts of it. Who brought them all to Utah? Dennis Lindsey. He's the architect. And when he took over back in 2012, this team was a mess.
It was.
Jerry Sloan had just retired. Darren Williams was traded. They hired Tyrone Corbin as an intermediate head coach, or interim kind of head coach. Took the job for a couple of years. They barely made the playoffs one year. Now they're a perennial playoff team, the #1 seed in the West, outside of a couple of injuries. Maybe they get to the NBA Finals this year. I hope he doesn't go too far, because he's a big reason why the Jazz are as good as they were this year.
Don't forget that he finished second in the Executive of the Year voting this year, behind the guy from
James Jones from Phoenix.
From Phoenix. So, yeah, I think he's very well respected around the NBA. People know what he can do, and as you mentioned, just what he brought to the table this year. And they've been building to this for the last couple of years. People know about Dennis Lindsey. They know how good he is. Rumors will be starting, if they haven't already.
There's a guy out there who's maybe looking for a job.
Danny Ainge had the position as general manager president in Boston. Stepped down. I've heard through the grapevine that he bought a place in Provo, that he bought a membership at Riverside Country Club.
Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
He golfs with Ryan Smith.
All right.
They're friends.
Maybe there's a role for him.
Not saying. I'm just saying.
Also, congrats to Justin Zanuck, too, because this is the guy that has done a really good job, obviously proven he can run the day-to-day operations, and so it's a nice promotion for him as well, because they're going to be trusting. And this is kind of similar to what happened to Kevin O'Connor back in 2012, kind of phased his way out, making room for Dennis Lindsey to do
I wonder what he will be advising Ryan Smith on. Not making money, because Ryan knows how to do that.
Right, he knows how to do that. How about player advising? That'd be good.
Well, why didn't he just keep his job if he's going to do that? I don't know.